Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. And here's Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now he's got space here. Distributed tidily. Played back in, played back. Haaland! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Threads one in. Oh, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Italy clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To open the scoring. Terrific save by Manuel. Now it's Mbappe, and he's managed... Great chance! It's in! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So, a breakthrough already. Szoboszlai. Haaland. And that's a good-looking ball. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And here's Mbappe. Di Marco. Defending of the desperate variety. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Now it's Bellingham. Alvarez. And here's Lukaku.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Mbappe. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Lukaku. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. It's just beyond his reach.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Szoboszlai. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Out to the left it goes. Decent progress down the left. Rodri. Italy do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Alexander-Arnold got a long way forward to join the attack. Now it's Alvarez. Alvarez. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Gravenberg, Italy looking to pass their way through. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. Now it's Lukaku. Zubimendi. Here's Rodri. Vietnam couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now it's Yamal. Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Szoboszlai with the short one. Haaland! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Zubimendi.
Italy certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
He's away! And it's Bellingham. Here's Rodri, and that interception was most necessary. And it's Szoboszlai. Gravenberg. Zubimendi. Mbappe has found the net here, of course. Well read, nice interception. Mignon punts it upfield. Yamal. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without...
Real chance! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Cleared without hesitation. Knocks it into space. Alvarez. Alvarez! And he's heaved it away. Van Dijk. Well seen. Saw that coming. Yamal did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Eder Militao deals with that comfortably. And here's the chance to counter. Yamal. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just...
Can he finish? It's there! Italy are back in business. Just so calm under pressure. And he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from them.
And the shot! It's a goal! And they get themselves in front! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 20. Numero 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Lasciano il campo per il
Vietnam
numero 11.
go into the lead.
Il numero 14. Il numero 22.
Truthfully, it was hard to see
Attenzione, un
any better outcome there. It's a searching pass. Lukaku in acres of space out wide. He is through here. Chance! And it's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Rodri has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Bellingham. Italy perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Vinicius Junior. It's a good foot in there. That pass has been well intercepted.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
It's a good ball out wide. Alinia did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Can he get on the end of this? He's got away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vietnam are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Gravenberch. DiMarco. Couldn't squeeze it through. Look at the space here. Oh, that looks a decent ball. Quality ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Szoboszlai.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Signore e signori, attenzione, un annuncio importante. Il papà del bambino che indossa...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Szoboszlai, a big chance! Timber did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's an imaginative pass. Konate kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I think an awful lot's going to be asked of this fella Zubamendi here, but being such a
And a chance! Same again, same outcome.
Italy really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He rises! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Keeper's dealt with that. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. And this is Lukaku. He has found a way through. Alvarez! And it's a goal! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So, a breakthrough already. That's a good ball out wide. Can he get it through? He's free, he has got space. Yamal. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Strokes it back. Zubimendi. Italy are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Indica.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Szoboszlai. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe has it in a wide position. Shot a goal! In for the pieces! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Vietnam are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Timber gets into some space. That's an excellent interception.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Nicely worked. Danger averted for now. That's a throw.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's away. Haaland! And that would have been some goal.
Haaland clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Zubimendi, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Alvarez! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're at it again in double quick time. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly...
He gets big. No mistake. They're back within reach. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Italy give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Zubimendi. Oh, that's superb. Shot could be on. Cross into the box.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Yamal. Italy are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, nice touch. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And the shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. So, third corner of the game. There's the header! Eder Militao attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Great vision. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Looking to play him in. And this is Lukaku.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bellingham.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Yamal. And the first half is done.
Signore e signori, stiamo per annunciare i numeri vincenti di oggi. Se avete un biglietto, non perdete d'occhio il maxi schermo.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Out towards the flank. The less said about that pass, the better. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Alvarez. Now it's Mbappe. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. So a chance here, what can they make of it? That was travelling. Gravenberg. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Haaland. He's having a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. It's a searching pass.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And here's Haaland. Knocks it out wide. And he was alert to it. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 19, numero 10,
Alvarez.
numero 38, numero 32.
That's a good run down the left. And Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Il numero 18. Attenzione, un cambio.
Mbappe, he is onto this. Alex Grimaldo puts a cross in. Caught offside that time. And it's Lukaku. Vietnam are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they? Well, I think Haaland! It's a goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Alina, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Haaland, he is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Nice interception, well timed.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Bellingham.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change.
It's Lukaku! He should have put that one away.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 3.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Il numero 6, il numero 41. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
It's a good-looking delivery, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And that has been clubbed away. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Not the most convincing of passes. Time is running out here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. That's a little off target. Gravenberg. He's in a good position here. And the finish! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Played into space.
Vinicius Junior
Receives it in a good position.
Chance! He scored!
And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Vi ricordiamo, signore e signori, che è possibile acquistare i souvenir
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Lovely feet. Just eases him off the ball. That's a sharp pass. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
And it's Bellingham. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year, which is over half the games, and proof that goalkeepers can make a real difference.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Alvarez! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And one more try! And he has kept it out somehow.
Alvarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's been shifted off it. Alvarez! Goal! A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Alexander-Arnold has it in a wide position. Konate getting this one clear. Spread out to the left, and they can counter here. Nice looking ball, and he's intervened well there. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rodri, played out to the right. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aimed beyond the defence. He's in plenty of space here. Palhinha picks it up from the goal kick.
Italy really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Alvarez. Gravenberg has been caught there, it's a foul. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Yamal. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And he welcomes it in. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Italy really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Knocks it into space. Rodri. Lukaku. Oh, lovely bit of skill. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Alvarez. Shot, surely! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Vietnam are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Steaming on goalwards.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And smartly reclaimed. Gravenberch. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vietnam have got it back and they'll have another go. Alvarez. Bellingham providing an outlet on that flank. Now it's Mbappe. Decent chance! Szoboszlai. Now Mbappe. Szoboszlai. Oh, red, nice interception. Defending was strong and firm. There's the whistle for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Italy really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And we're underway again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That is a brilliant interception. Alvarez. Bellingham. Vietnam are looking to break at pace. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Lukaku. João Palhinha. And it's Gravenberch. Szoboszlai. Good take, and is he in? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Tries a shot! He has done it! The second half off to a spectacular start. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Italy get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Italy have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
João Palhinha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shapes to shoot! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 19.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Mbappe, looking for options for movement. Bellingham! Goal, Italy! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And very quickly, the substitute made his... Gravenberch! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 38.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 41. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Pulisic is onto it in a flash. Szoboszlai. That is good strength. Fired deep towards the back post.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. Vietnam really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, important interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Gravenberch. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Haaland under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Corner number 2 then. Lovely bit of skill. And he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. So, third corner of the game. And he was alert to it. Gravenberch.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Pulisic, real chance! He scored! They have stolen level at the last! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there...
Szoboszlai! They've got to be quick to recover this. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Rice. Haaland.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Can they find an extra gear here? Knocks it out wide, and it's Timber. Ball driven towards the far post. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 17, numero 3, numero 20. Lasciano il campo per...
Into extra time we go.
Il numero 6.
Italy conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? And here's Lukaku. And it's Grimaldo. Looking to play him in, and it's made its way to him. Picked out brilliantly. Backward it goes. Bellingham! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? They're urging him to shoot. Konate does really well to win the ball there. Konate did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second-guess yourself.
And here's Mbappe, and it's Grimaldo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vinicius Junior. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
And he's surging through. Gabriel, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Mbappe is onto this. That's a delicate pass. He's having a shot! Bruno Guimaraes. Mbappe. Oh, super find. And he's away. It's Lukaku! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any
That's it for the first period of extra time. Both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Italy do have a chance to counter here. Pulisic. Rice. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Pulisic. Chance! It's a goal! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
This is quite a battle. Oh, this looks sharp. Mbappe. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Mbappe. Grimaldo has it out wide and in space. Grimaldo made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully.
Lukaku really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Shot goal! It's loose now and they... Oh, in he goes again! Just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Swept in.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Now this could be a chance. That's an excellent interception. Timber gets rid without sophistication. And it's Szoboszlai. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Look. A header! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! And time is up. Italy pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Italy never really got into this game. I think conceding early as they did seemed to completely undermine whatever had been put in place before they left that dressing room, and they just didn't readjust to it at all.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Szoboszlai receives it in a good position here. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And that's a good ball. Mbappe! Backward it goes. Yamal. Haaland! DiMarco gets rid without sophistication. Haaland did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, delightful ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Big header! Eder Militao can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Played into space. It's a pretty loose pass. Quality ball. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see. And that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making...
It's a quick one. Eder Militao receives a terrific header. Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
DiMarco with the short one. Now the delivery. It's their second corner of the game. Ndika with the clearance. And it's made its way to him. Referee's given a throw. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's on it, can he get away? And he's certainly onside here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, perfectly measured that. It's a goal kick. Now it's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Can he get it through? Now this could be a chance. That's tidy. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looking for the run. Haaland. Chance! And one more try! Goal, Italy! The breakthrough strike! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And here's Mbappe. João Palhinha.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That ball looks a good one. This looks promising. He has found the way through. Out to the right. And it's Wan-Bissaka. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's hoisted clear. De Bruyne. And now the breakaway. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Haaland. Konate concedes a free kick for that. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Decent hit from there. Rice turns back here, probably the best option. The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Yamal. Haaland shoots! DiMarco looking for options for movement. Nicely weighted ball. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's Szoboszlai. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Haaland. Spread it left. De Bruyne. Rice. Alvarez. Nice control. And he's managed to get rid. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Italy go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Very nicely done. He's found a way through. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Corner number 2 then. He gets big. He's missed, but not by that far. Van Dijk. Rice. Oh, easy pickings there. De Bruyne. Alvarez. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And the counter is on. DiMarco. For Szoboszlai. And that has put paid to that. Still just a single goal between the sides. Now it's Szoboszlai. Now it's DiMarco. Oh, played right into his path. Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He made it happen. squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Haaland. De Bruyne. Now there's a fine ball. Well read, and the danger is averted. Yamal. Szoboszlai. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he thumps it clear. Played out towards the right wing. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's picked his way through. Good read, needed to be. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Italy couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now it's Yamal. Rice. Szoboszlai. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Bruyne. Now it's Alvarez. Palhinha makes the interception. Szoboszlai. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Yamal. Haaland. Szoboszlai. Look at, there's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
3-0 and things are starting to look... Chance to shoot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Haaland. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Mbappe. It's played through for him. Haaland! Haaland! He scores! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Haaland, out to the right. Alvarez has it in a wide position. He is through here. Alvarez! Vietnam have their third corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Szoboszlai. Rice with the slide tackle there. And that will be it. Italy really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.